What on earth do you think you're doing?
What is it now?
You spent money on a game again, didn't you?
Only a teeny tiny bit of money.
Oh, it was just a teeny tiny bit, was it? I think you should take a proper look at your bank statement and tell me if you really think it's just a teeny tiny bit of money.
Relax, it's not as much as I spent last month. And besides, everyone who plays games spends around this much. It's normal.
Oh, so are you bragging about having spent $200 on games now? I can't believe you would waste money on something like this.
Honey, you have to understand. $200 on this game really isn't that much compared to how much some people spend. And anyway, after you got really mad at me last month, I cut back on my spending quite a lot. I wasn't even able to get everything I needed, but I was willing to make that sacrifice for you. And can you please not yell at me first thing in the morning? You're hurting my ears. You should at least be grateful that I'm holding it in and not yelling at you back.
How can I not yell at you when you've clearly done something wrong? You're not some kid. You're a grown man. You should know that you shouldn't be wasting large sums of money on games. Are you a middle schooler? Are you an elementary schooler? No, you're in your 30s already, so you better start acting like it. You wouldn't have any right to yell back at me, you know. Someone who spends more than $200 a month on in-game purchases doesn't have a leg to stand on. Especially because it's my money that ends up financing this habit of yours.
Well, if I'm so much of a drain for you, don't ever offer to help me pay for anything ever again.
You're just getting mad at me because you know you're in the wrong here. From now on, I want our finances to be completely separate. And no matter how much you're struggling, and no matter how much you want to buy some new armor for your character to wear in your silly little game, I refuse to help you out. You're on your own now, so you would better learn how to manage your finances properly.
I'll handle it on my own just fine, thank you very much. I have no intention of asking you for any help, so don't stick your nose in my business again. But I think you are being a little stingy when you earn way more than I do.
Well, you seem to understand how little your salary is in comparison to mine, so maybe you'll take that into account next time you go wasting hundreds of dollars on a stupid game. You really shouldn't live like this, you know.
You can't tell me what I should and shouldn't do as a hobby. Didn't we promise each other to respect the other's personal interests? Have you forgotten about that already? Be careful what you say. We can't have you going back on your word now, can we?
You're the one who needs to be more careful with what you say. You're going to be a dad soon. Is this any way to show a good example to our child? So you had better quit gaming and start being better with your money.
What are you talking about? What do you mean, our child? Are you, by any chance?
Yeah, I went to the hospital yesterday. They told me I'm pregnant.
Why are you only telling me this now? If you had told me earlier, I would never have spoken to you like that. Honey, from now on, I promise I'll be the perfect husband. I'll listen to everything you have to say. I'll quit gaming, and I'll stop wasting money. I'll start getting ready to be the best dad ever. I'm so sorry for the way I've been acting.
Oh, so now you apologize? You were ready to defend yourself to the end a few minutes ago. Well, I guess that goes to show just how much you want to be a good dad for this little one. Seeing how you did a complete 180 after hearing that I was pregnant.
Honey.
You showed me that you really are willing to change for the sake of this baby. So I'll let you off the hook this time. I'll help you pay for your game stuff this one last time. But from now onwards, we need to focus on saving in order to give our child the best life possible.
Yes, of course.
You better promise me you'll start saving. And I'd better not catch you gaming again behind my back.
I will never game again. I promise you. I'll even promise our little unborn baby. Thank you so much for marrying me, honey.
Why are you getting all soppy on me all of a sudden?
Well, it's just... I think that ever since we got married, I've unconsciously been taking it for granted that you're always going to be by my side. And I want to let you know that I'm sorry for that. From now on, I promise I'll make sure to appreciate everything you do for me. And I hope you'll also make sure to be a little nicer to me from now on.
Yes, I'll try my best to not get annoyed with you and be a little less harsh in the way I speak to you. Let's have a positive outlook as we welcome this new addition into the family.
It seems like I've improved a lot. Getting a hole-in-one so quickly is no easy feat. It looks like I take after you when it comes to golf skills, Mom.
Oh, don't be silly. Am I really that good? If I had known, I would have tried to become a professional or something. One of the other ladies was complimenting me on my stance the other day. You see, memorizing how to stand properly and how to hold the club properly is like a second nature to me, so I never really thought of it as something particularly impressive.
I had no idea you were this good at golf, Mom. If I had known, I would have started playing with you much earlier. Holly hasn't been able to come and play since she got pregnant, and I was worried that her membership would go to waste. But because she's a VIP member, I was able to get the membership transferred over to you, even though it's normally non-transferable. So you need to make sure you come here with me every weekend so that I can make good use of the membership.
All the other ladies I usually hang around with are always bragging about how their daughters-in-law or sons-in-law are buying them memberships to fancy sports clubs or sending them on vacation, so they barely have any time for themselves to sit around at home. I wasn't able to say anything up until now, but this weekend, when we all meet up for coffee, I'll be able to brag that I'm now a VIP member of this fancy golf club thanks to my son. And he even comes to play with me every weekend. That should shut them up. They'll be so jealous they won't know what to do with themselves.
By the way, Mom, Holly said that she doesn't really like me going to play golf with you every weekend. I really don't get what her problem is. It's not like I'm meeting up with other women or anything like that. I'm just spending time with my mom on the weekends. Maybe she's starting to feel jealous of you because of pregnancy hormones or something. Did you ever act like this when you were pregnant with me?
I think it's ridiculous that she's jealous of you spending time with your own mother. It's just weird. I don't know what's wrong with her. She should be happy that she has a family-orientated husband who has a good relationship with his mom. And then she doesn't even call me when she spends all day sitting around at home. I don't bother to call her either because she always gives me the impression that she doesn't want to talk to me. I really don't see why I should be chasing after her.
She really doesn't talk to you at all? Well, we can't have that. I'll make sure to tell her to go out of her way to be nicer to you when I get home later. Don't worry, Mom. I won't let anyone who lets you down and makes you upset off the hook, even if that person is my wife. Did you say you're meeting up with your friends this week? Well then, when we're finished with golf today, how about we go to the department store and do some shopping? That should cheer you up, shouldn't it, Mom?
Oh, it's fine. I'm sure you don't have the money to take me shopping anyway. I have no intention of leeching off my son's hard-earned cash anyway. It just wouldn't sit right with me. Do you think I'm one of those moms who expects their child to pay them back for raising them by treating them and lavishing them with gifts?
Don't worry, Mom. I have a plan. As I was leaving home earlier, I noticed that Holly had left her card out on the coffee table. We had a little fight this morning because of me going to play golf with you again, so I think she deliberately left the card out for me to take because she felt sorry.
Oh, really? Would she really do something so nice? And you said that she had recently received a bonus from work, right? You're sure that she's not going to get upset about this later, right? Her moods are going to be all over the place because she's pregnant, so she may do one thing now and say something else later. Are you sure it's going to be okay?
If she does get upset, I'm sure she'll get over it in a few days if I apologize. In the early days of our marriage, she used to scold me for playing games all the time, but now she doesn't say anything and doesn't seem to care anymore. Don't worry about it at all, and just buy whatever you want, okay, Mom? Let's choose something really pretty for you to wear when you go and meet your friends this week.
What have I done to deserve such lovely treatment from my son? Okay, let's go and get showered and changed, and I'll meet you in the lobby in an hour. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, you're still awake. I thought pregnant women were always sleeping, but I guess that's not the case for you. Why didn't you message me if you weren't sleeping? I made a special effort to come in really quietly.
Why did you take my card with you today?
Because it was obvious that you had left it as some kind of apology earlier. My mom was so happy, you know. Thanks to you, she was able to get some lovely clothes to make her friends jealous when she goes out to meet them later this week.
Who told you that you could use my card on whatever you like? Did you really think that I left it out so that you could use it?
Was that not the case? I really thought that you'd left it there as an apology for picking a fight with me about me going out to play golf with my mom again this weekend. So that's why I took your card with me. I thought you had done such a nice little gesture. So why are you yelling at me as soon as I walk through the door?
Did you go to the department store with your mom?
Yes, why?
Then that means that everything you bought on my card today was for your mom, right? Are you really saying that you spent almost $2,000 just on clothes for her today? You didn't buy a single thing for yourself.
Oh, well, since I hadn't been to the department store in a while, I thought I might as well treat myself to one little thing. I bought myself a nice pair of shoes. The ones that I usually wear to work are starting to look a little beat up.
And how much did they cost?
The shoes? They didn't cost that much. They're designer, and taking that into account, they were an absolute steal. They cost around $200, I think. When you think about it, that really isn't that much for a pair of good quality designer shoes. But then, of course, I didn't buy myself anything else out of consideration for you. Everything else was gifts from my mom. Your relationship with my mom hasn't been that great ever since you got pregnant. I was doing you a favor by making her think highly of you, and you won't even bother to talk to her. Can't you just understand my intentions and let this go?
Let it go? You stole my card and used it to buy expensive gifts for your mom. How could I just let this go? Are you crazy? Are you in your right mind?
But my mom hasn't been able to go out to meet her friends because she's too ashamed that she doesn't have the same fancy clothes as them. Listening to my mom talk like that really broke my heart, you know? Do you not feel the least bit sorry for my mom at all?
No, I do not feel sorry for her in the slightest. Do you not know how to think? Are you a child? Do you even have a brain? Even someone with a peanut-sized brain should be able to figure out that what you've done was completely out of order. Is this some kind of joke? And as for your mom, she should have known to stop you as soon as you suggested using my card to go shopping. But instead, the two of you went behind my back and used this as an opportunity to buy whatever you wanted.
I think that you're the one who has gone crazy. Why are you being like this? Can you please stop yelling?
Give those shoes here to me right now.
Why?
What do you think? We need to take them back and get a refund immediately.
Do you not think you're going a little too far? You see my work shoes and what a bad state they're in. How can you tell me to go and take these back knowing that?
Nobody wears these kind of designer shoes to work. Who do you think you are?
Well, you might not know this, but at my company, everyone but me goes to work in designer shoes, you know. I'm the only one who wears cheap ones. Do you want me to become the office laughingstock? Why are you making such a huge fuss over one pair of shoes?
One pair of shoes? One pair of shoes? They may be nothing but a pair of shoes to you, but to me, they represent a much bigger problem. You spent $2,000 of my money on your mom at the department store today. How do you not see that this is a very big problem? Give me the money you spent back straight away.
I really don't know why you're reacting like this. Do you not think of us as family? Is that it? You're always spending money on your own parents, buying them gifts, etc. Is it really that hard to spend a little money on me and my mom every now and again?
What?
I'm right, aren't I? I have exposed you and your double standards. Didn't you spend $1,000 on that recliner chair for your parents' house not so long ago? There was a big delivery charge as well, if I remember rightly.
And what does that have to do with you? What I decide to do with my money is none of your business, quite frankly. You can't possibly compare that to you stealing my card to buy your mom a bunch of gifts without my consent.
I don't see how it's different at all. It's just you didn't seem like you were going to buy her any gift, so I decided to take the initiative and do it on your behalf. But you don't care about me or my mom. You don't care about my feelings. All you care about is your money. Isn't that right?
That's right. I couldn't care less about the feelings of someone who thinks it's perfectly acceptable to steal their partner's money and use it on whatever they like. It's not like you care about my feelings anyway. You happily leave your pregnant wife at home by herself every weekend whilst you go out and have a blast playing golf with your mom. Is it really that much fun? And I saw that you even had my membership transferred over to your mom. You had this all planned out, didn't you?
No, I didn't do anything of the sort. My mom's day pass for the golf club had expired, so I signed her up as a member of her own accord. You still have your membership, don't worry. I see you care more about your membership than you do about me and my mom anyway.
Idiot.
You can't call me that. What if the baby hears?
Don't lie to me then! Did you not realize that I would receive a message from the golf club when you transferred my membership over to your mom? You really didn't think this through, did you? You're so stupid, I don't even have any words.
Okay, fine. Yes, I did have your membership transferred over to my mom. It's not like you can go and play golf at the moment anyway. I thought it was a waste that the membership wasn't being put to good use, so I didn't think it was that much of a big deal. And anyway, you're the one who ignored my mom every time she said she was absolutely dying to go and play golf. I took pity on her and decided that I would give her the membership and finally make her happy for once.
You do know that the only reason you're able to be registered as a VIP member at the golf club is because of me, right? I can just call them and have you two put on the blacklist if I really want to. All I need to do is tell them that you're using my membership without my authorization. You won't ever be able to go back and play golf there again.
You can't do that. My mom is so happy now that she's able to go out and play golf every weekend. And to be honest, I think you're bluffing. I really don't think you can get us blacklisted.
Oh, you don't think so? Well, I sent them a text just now, so we'll see what they say, shall we?
Wait, what?
Oh, look, they've replied. They said of course they'll be happy to comply with my request. There's a small cancellation fee, but it's going to be worth it. Oh dear, it looks like your mom won't be able to go and play golf anymore. Oh, how sad. She's not going to have anything to brag about to her friends now, is she? Are you happy now?
Honey, you've really gone a little far here, don't you think? I'm sorry. I'll return these shoes straight away. I'll also return every single thing I bought for my mom today. So please, will you just let us carry on going to the golf club? My mom said that if there's one thing she could never give up now, it's golf. I'll persuade her that it will be worth it to return all the clothes and bags that I bought for her, so please just take back your request to the golf club.
Well, don't just say it. I need to see you take action.
What?
Go and return everything right this second. Why are you still standing there? You better get going.
But it's a little late now, isn't it? Honey, please. Honey!
After that, my husband really did go straight to his mom's house to get all the stuff back off her. Not long after he arrived home, I got a call from his mom. She was incredibly angry. My husband was next to her, frantically trying to stop her from yelling at me, and she kept asking me why I had to steal away all her stuff from her. She was using all kinds of profanities, which I will not repeat here. In the end, my husband took the phone off of her and hung up on her behalf. He ended up coming home a few hours later, and he really did manage to get everything back off her. The next day, he went to the department store with my card as soon as it opened and got everything refunded. He then begged me to take them off the golf blacklist, so I pretended that I did, but I actually didn't. Thinking that they were free to go as they pleased, my husband then left to go to the golf club straight away. He soon came back with a sulky look on his face after realizing that he still wasn't able to get in, but he didn't say anything to me. I think he was afraid that complaining about it would ruin any chance that I might change my mind at some point. Time passed and I gave birth to our daughter, but an even bigger issue was soon to arise between us. What did the hospital say? Is Dad okay? It must have been a huge shock for you, Mom.
I definitely was shocked when I first received the call from the hospital. But they said that he will definitely be fine after the surgery, which is a huge relief. He's already been through the surgery, and he's just sleeping it off now.
That really is such a relief to hear.
I mean, I really don't understand your dad. What kind of chivalrous man would put his body on the line for a company that he doesn't even work for?
Don't worry about the medical bills. I'll cover them all. If they try and discharge him early, make sure you stop them and that he stays in the hospital until he is 100% recovered. With his personality, I'm sure he would try and discharge himself early as well. So make sure that doesn't happen, okay?
I suppose the reason your dad works like this is for the sake of our family.
What are you talking about? Just 30 seconds ago, you were saying that you couldn't understand him. And now you suddenly see where he's coming from?
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Mom?
I just wish he would communicate more about how he's doing sometimes. Anyway, is Georgina watching little Lady Ophelia right now? It must be hard for her looking after her all on her own, so I am happy to help.
Dad just got taken into the hospital. You're not going to be in the right headspace for babysitting. Just worry about Dad for now. Georgina is doing a good job looking after Ophelia.
Still, I can't help but feel bad. Looking after a baby at her age is no easy feat. Are you paying her for her troubles? Shall I chip in a little bit of money?
Don't worry about it. I have everything under control. And why would you pay her for looking after her own granddaughter?
Well, I just can't help but feel bad. It would put my mind a little more at ease to know she was being compensated for her efforts. You're so stubborn, just like your father. Honestly, I don't know what to do with the two of you.
Anyway, I'll come and visit Dad at the hospital over the weekend and help you out as best I can. Until then, try and stay positive.
Oh, no, it's fine. There's no need for you to come. I'm more than capable of looking after your dad. You should be getting some rest whilst your mother-in-law is watching the baby for you. You deserve it. And besides, who will look after baby Ophelia over the weekend if you come here?
Who else? My husband will look after her. All he does is lie on the sofa playing games all day long. I think he can handle looking after his own daughter by himself for a couple of hours. If he has any kind of conscience, he should step up and make more of an effort.
Hey, you shouldn't talk about your husband like that.
Why? It's the truth, though.
Well, it's not like he only lies on the sofa playing games. He has to go to work as well, and that is tiring in itself. I can understand that he wants to rest when he comes home. And what's the big deal if he plays a few games every now and again? You used to play games all the time when you were little.
How can you possibly compare the lifestyle of a child to that of a grown man in his 30s who is already a father himself? And he needs to take more responsibility for his daughter. He has just as much responsibility for bringing her into the world as I do. I also have work to do, so I don't know why he's the only one who gets to rest. I really thought you would support me on this, Mom. How can you go and take his side?
I thought you were all grown up now that you're married with a child, but it seems you're still a child yourself in many ways. But even so, I would never take anyone's side over yours, darling. Can I give you a piece of advice?
With all due respect, no thanks, Mom. I need to go back home now, so I'll call you again tomorrow.
Okay, sweetheart. Talk to you soon. Is everything okay with your dad? He could have been seriously hurt there. He really needs to be more careful.
Well, they said that the surgery went well and he will recover soon. I'm going to see him in the hospital at the weekend.
At the weekend?
Yes. Can you look after Ophelia this weekend? We can't keep making your mom do it all the time. She keeps saying it's too hard for her and keeps asking for more money. If we make her look after her over the weekend as well, I don't think she will ever stop complaining.
How am I supposed to look after Ophelia all by myself? I can't do that. Just leave her with my mom. She complains, but she likes looking after her, really. It's better that she does it anyway, because she has way more experience looking after kids.
Just do it already. I don't see what the big problem is.
Okay, fine. I was just joking around. By the way, is the insurance going to cover your dad's medical bills?
Why do you need to know?
It's just that medical bills are expensive these days. I thought it would be nice if he gets a hefty payout from the insurance. I'm just thinking about you and your family. There's no need to be so defensive.
I'm going to be paying my dad's hospital bills.
What? Why would you do that?
Why are you so surprised? I'm his daughter. Of course I'm going to pay his medical bills for him.
Well, even so, it's going to be a lot of money, isn't it? How are you going to be able to afford that? You're not going to take it out of the money that's meant for our household expenses, are you?
I'm not going to touch any money meant for communal expenses, don't worry. Were you worried that I was going to use your money for this, and that's why you asked about the insurance?
No, that's not it at all. I was just worried if you spend that much money, we won't be able to pay my mom for looking after Ophelia. If we make her look after her over the weekend as well, we'll need to pay her even more. I spent too much money on in-game purchases this month, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pay her out of my own pocket. You can pay her out of your own money, right?
What did you just say?
I had lots of stuff to buy for my games in order to increase my ranks, so I just went ahead and bought it all. So that's why I'm a little short this month. If you help me pay towards that instead, then I will be able to help pay my mom for her childcare costs this weekend. But I'm sure you have enough money to pay her anyway, considering the fact that you have enough to pay your dad's medical bills. Please, honey, just give her a little money for the weekend, okay? It's just that I don't have the confidence to look after Ophelia by myself all weekend. I'm sure you won't feel comfortable leaving her entirely in my hands anyway.
How can you be so useless?
You startled me! Why are you yelling at me all of a sudden?
If looking after your own daughter is this difficult, why did you even want to have a baby in the first place?
Obviously because I thought you would be doing all the childcare. Looking after children is a woman's job. Most of the guys at work leave all the childcare to their wives as well, so I don't know why you're yelling at me like I'm being unreasonable.
Your true colors really are coming out now, huh? I have no idea how I lived with a piece of trash like you for this long.
What?
Why am I even carrying on living with a useless, chauvinistic man who doesn't even want to look after his own child? Let's just get divorced. I'll file for full custody of Ophelia so you don't need to bother yourself about looking after her again.
What did you just say? Divorce?
That's right, divorce. I don't want to spend another second of my life looking at your ugly mug, so let's get divorced right away. Every single penny I've ever spent on you over the years has been a complete and utter waste. I'm going to make sure I get every cent of it back in the form of alimony, so you better be prepared.
I think you're overreacting. It's not a big deal for married couples to borrow money from each other every now and again. You can't seriously expect you'll get anything out of me. Do you not have any sense?
I don't think you realize how much you depend on me financially and how much this is going to ruin you. I wouldn't be talking like that if I were you. We'll see who has the last laugh after we take this through court. You really think I won't be able to get any money out of you? I'm going to make you eat those words. You're going to regret the moment you decided to start becoming the world's most useless husband.
Well, I'm going to file for custody of Ophelia. That way you'll have to pay me child support every month.
Excuse me?
After you pay your dad's medical bills, you're not exactly going to be in a great situation financially, are you? I'm going to look like I'm more solvent than you, so I'll definitely be the one to get custody. If you want to be able to get custody of her without a fuss, you'd better agree to a settlement.
No way! There's no way I'm going for a settlement. Just you wait and see who's going to be left crying while I swan off with full custody and all your money. I'm going to your mom's house to pick her up, and then I'm going to take her over to my parents' place. I'm going to put this place up for sale straight away as well, so you'd better get out as soon as possible.
You can't just go and sell this house without my consent.
80% of the money used to pay for this house was mine. If you want to carry on living here, you'll have to gather enough money to buy the whole thing. Are you going to be able to do that? You're the one who said that your salary is basically nothing. Would you be able to handle that on top of paying your mom and covering your necessary living expenses? And then, of course, you'll have to worry about paying me child support soon enough as well. I'm going to get all the money I paid for this house off you, as well as all my money you used to pay for your stupid gaming habit. If you can't pay me that money right now, then I'm going to have no choice but to sue you for it.
Wait a second. I think you're getting a little too worked up.
Oh no, I see things as clear as day now. I'm finally feeling at peace because all my stress is melting away at the thought of never having to see you again.
Honey, wait.
I don't have anything left to say to you, so let's just see each other in court.
Honey, please. I'm so sorry. I was in the wrong this whole time.
When I went to pick my daughter up from my mother-in-law's house, she made a huge fuss saying I needed to pay her more if I wanted her to take care of her over the weekend as well. I have no idea why she thought it was acceptable to demand as much money as she was asking for just to look after a baby under 6 months old. She kept using the excuse that baby food and diapers are really expensive these days, but it was obvious that she wanted to fleece me for a little extra money for herself. I told her very matter-of-factly that I would be divorcing her son and promptly left, heading straight for the hospital to see my parents. I told them everything that had happened, and my mom got so angry on my behalf that you would think it had happened to her instead of me. My dad then decided to call my husband and call him every name under the sun, and he obviously couldn't take it anymore because he hung up whilst my dad was still yelling. As part of the divorce proceedings, I made sure to submit the proof of every single transaction in which my husband had used my card. It was very easy to prove that he was neither a family man nor a breadwinner, and that he was, in fact, nothing but a leech on the family's finances. I also had all the aggressive texts from my mother-in-law in which she demanded me to pay her for looking after her own granddaughter, as well as asking me to pay for her household expenses on top of that. Obviously, I ended up getting full custody of my daughter, and my husband was ordered to pay me child support every month. Hey! Are you not giving me any money this month?
Mom, I'm completely broke this month.
Only this month? You were completely broke last month and the month before that as well. I'm starting to notice a pattern here.
But you have money, Mom.
No, I don't.
How come you don't? My ex-wife was giving you loads of money every month for looking after Ophelia. It really was quite a lot of money, you know. Are you telling me that you spent it all already?
What? Are you expecting me to live off that money for the rest of my life?
Mom, you really have been too reckless with that money, you know.
I really don't think you have the right to say that when you're the one who blew all your money on some stupid game.
Mom, please, let's not yell at each other. We're living together again now, after all. We need to be supportive of each other. We're really not off to a good start if you're already yelling at me like that now, are we?
Oh, shut up and get off the sofa and unwrap yourself from that blanket already. You don't do anything to help out around the house and spend the whole day lying around. You're always either sleeping or glued to that computer of yours. Get out and earn some money already, you useless boy.
Why are you being like this, Mom? I go to work every weekday. Please just let me rest at the weekend.
What use is there in you going to work when you spend more than you earn?
Mom, please. I'm hungry. Can you make me some instant noodles?
Do you really think you can get me to let you off the hook just by changing the subject?
What's the problem? I just told you I'm hungry. Please, Mom, just make me the instant noodles already. It's not that hard.
What have I done to deserve this? Ever since you got divorced and moved back into my house, you've been treating me like a maid more than a mother.
Oh, a new item just came out on my game. I absolutely have to buy it.
This boy is going to be the death of me.
Mom! Noodles! 2 packets worth, please.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.